Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting chess game from the history of chess from 1914, and in this chess game we have Frank James Marshall with the white pieces and his opponent is Jose Raul Capablanca, and we have two chess legends in one chess game. So Frank James Marshall was the multiple times United States chess champion, and Capablanca needs no introduction. Marshall never became the world chess champion. Well, this was the era of Capablanca, so of course against Capablanca that's not very easy. Let's see what happened in this chess game. So Marshall has the white pieces, Capablanca has the black pieces. Marshall starts the game with d4, and we have the French defense exchange variation, developing the pieces, bishop back. Actually this chess game is little bit complex, so watch this chess game, I think you are going to enjoy this. Queen to d2, it is also pretty instructive. Centralizing the rook, so nothing out of the ordinary so far. I think Capablanca castled from the opposite direction, and this is interesting. f4, knight back, bishop to g4, defending, and now pushing the pawn, squeezing Capablanca. Knight to e7, centralizing the rook, bishop to f4, and we have knight from e to c6, exchanging the bishops, and now knight to f4, knight back, c3, knight from b to c6, g3, knight to a5, exchanging the rooks, knight back, knight in, defending the queen, and now queen to b6 by Jose Raul Capablanca, targeting on b2. Well, pushing the pawn is not going to work because of capturing the a-pawn. So defending with the knight, knight goes back, and Capablanca played the sneaky but actually a pretty obvious move. In this position, Frank James Marshall didn't see the threat and he played a bad move. But can you see the threat in this position for black? What is black threatening here in this position? What would you do in this position if you had the white pieces? Can you guess the best move for white? Okay, so in this position, Frank James Marshall didn't see the threat of Capablanca and he played rook to e1. Well, in this position, you have to play something like knight from g to f4. But in this position, Marshall played rook to e1 and this was a mistake. So this is actually blundering a pawn. Capablanca simply captured on a3. And this is losing a pawn, so this is very dangerous against Capablanca. You can't go to the endgame against Capablanca when you are a pawn down. That is just simply losing on the spot. But okay, this is just being a pawn down, but against Capablanca, maybe against a regular, some random chess player, it should not be the end of the world. But against Capablanca, against the human chess machine, against a very accurate chess player, this is very dangerous. So we have rook takes on e8 and then bishop takes on e8. Obviously in this position, if capturing the knight, then queen takes on d3. Interesting. So again, in this position, Frank James Marshall didn't see knight takes on a3 and then attacking the knight. He overlooked that and he played rook to e1. So knight takes on a3, exchanging the rooks. And knight from g to f4, knight back, saving the knight, bishop to f3, attacking the pawn, but Capablanca is easily defending, queen to e2, and now queen to d7, knight to c5, and Capablanca played queen to d6. Of course, in this position, if capturing the pawn, that would be the move of a chess patzer, not Jose Raul Capablanca. Not for Capablanca because of bishop to g4, and this is pinning and winning. That would be blundering the queen. So of course this is why Marshall is not defending the pawn, and he has a very good knight actually. So queen to d6, maybe pinning this knight, and now knight from c to e6 and targeting the d pawn. Capablanca is not defending, he played a very active move, pushing the pawn and then capturing the pawn. But watch this, Capablanca is simply getting back the material. Bishop to g4 in this position, Capablanca again is a pawn up, but It looks like Marshall is attacking the knight. The bishop is under attack. What now? Maybe queen takes knight. Well, in this position, Capablanca played queen takes on g3. If queen takes on c4, then queen takes on g3. Bishop to g2, and then king to b8, and can you see the threats? Threatening to push the pawn, pinning the knight. Knight is pinned. And bishop takes on h3 is also a very good move. So queen to c5 is actually one of the only moves. And then bishop takes on h3, and black has 3 pawns for the piece, and that's a very good compensation. Also, attacking this bishop and defending is not that easy. So this was the idea of Capablanca. This is why we have bishop to g4, not queen takes knight, because again, this is looking very dangerous for white. Capablanca has many attacking chances. Again, c6 is a massive threat. Bishop takes on h3 is also a threat. Capablanca is a piece down. He has 2 extra pawns for the piece. And in this position, he has 2 threats at the same time. So it looks like white is overloaded a little bit. But we have bishop to g4, and Capablanca simply captured the pawn. Of course, in this position, obviously capturing the knight is not working because of this move. So that would be a blunder. Okay, so capturing the pawn, king to h1, king to b8 by Jose Raul Capablanca. What a move. What a move. After king to b8, we have bishop takes on e6. If in this position, of course, if capturing the bishop, then black is getting back rank checkmated. So it looks like there are some threats for Jose Raul Capablanca. What now? The bishop is under attack, the knight is under attack. Well, Capablanca simply played king to b8. And then bishop takes on e6. And what now? Capablanca is a piece down. What would you do? I told you that this chess game is a little bit complex. Well, Capablanca simply captured on b2, and Marshall, after thinking hard, he played knight to e3. In this position, Capablanca captured the pawn, and we have knight to e3. But in this position, if capturing the knight, then we have check. And after king moves, capturing the bishop. So this is also pretty good for black. Black has 3 pawns for the piece. Okay, so in this position, knight takes on b2, knight to e3, and then knight to a4, and Capablanca is attacking on c3. Basically, Capablanca has 3 pawns for the piece. Queen to d2, queen to f3 check, king over, queen back, defending the knight, defending the bishop, but not defending the c-pawn. Capablanca simply captured on c3. So white is defending the bishop, but not the c-pawn. So in this endgame, Capablanca has 4 extra pawns for the piece. Knight to g4, attacking the pawn, but Capablanca's a-pawn is marching. It's funny, Frank James Marshall is ferocious. He is capturing the pawns of Capablanca and planning to create a pass pawn for himself, but Capablanca's a-pawn is very fast. Now Marshall had to push the pawn, so he pushed the pawn, and he is defending a2 with his bishop, simply capturing bishop back, knight to e4, defending, but now attacking the defender, and then Marshall is going to capture the pawn, and then he is going to create a pass pawn after defending the knight. So bishop is attacking the knight. But the master of the endgames, Capablanca, played a beautiful move. He played b5, sacrificing the knight. But we have knight to f8 after thinking hard. If bishop takes knight, then a2. That's deflecting the bishop and creating a queen. Beautiful pawn endgame by Capablanca. So in this position we have b5, knight to f8, king to c7, knight check, king to b6, king to g2, and then b4 by Jose Raul Capablanca. His pawns are going all the way. Obviously, you can never take the knight because of deflecting. That's a deflecting move, and then black is promoting a queen. So checking the king, king to b6, king to g2, b4, and we have king to f3. Again, capturing the knight is out of questions because of this move. So attacking the knight with the king, but now knight check, king to e2, and b3 by Capablanca. Sacrificing the knight, what else? And then pushing the pawn. Look at this position, it is incredible. White has two pieces, but Capablanca has passed pawns. This is all over. They are connected, and this is losing. Bishop takes on b3. This move looks like Frank James Marshall was so frustrated. Capablanca promoted the queen, king to d3. Well, they played few more moves. And after g4, we have g3 after king to d4. And only then Frank James Marshall resigned. What a game by Raul Capablanca. This position looks like white is in zugzwang. White has nothing to do against Capablanca. Incredible, incredible stuff. Well, black is threatening to push the pawn. If bishop takes pawn, queen to f2 check, or even capturing the knight. After checking the king, capturing the bishop, or if bishop takes pawn, queen takes knight. So it looks like this position is zugzwang for white. What a game by Capablanca. So thank you very much for watching. This was a pretty long chess game, a pretty complex chess game, one of the most complex chess games that I commentated in this channel for a long time. Usually I like to commentate simple, interactive, short chess games, mostly chess miniatures, but this was a mind-boggling chess game. So I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game, and you see the power, the incredible talent of Capablanca better by watching chess games like this. So he was simply playing like a machine. That's why his nickname was the human chess machine. But at the same time, his style was actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So another incredible endgame by Capablanca. The power of the pass pawns against pieces is intense. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time with more interactive chess games. Take care and bye bye.